Directly when I jumped off I realized, oh no, oh no. And then I did release as well, but I'm not sure if that even mattered. If that even helped, or if that even made it worse, or whatever. I can't believe it, that was the freest win ever. But it was that because of that I had a lot of pressure with that. And Hazard really didn't deserve to win. Absolutely not. It was so obvious that it will happen. Yeah. And this is the next competition, it starts like this. Nice. Hey, there are barely players, or what? How many players are we? 12? And that is here under 15 seconds cup. But usually it had more players. It was on Thursday usually and got moved now to Wednesday. Because on Thursdays is now the Ton Pathfinding Cup. Oh man. That hurts so much with the mini RPG of the week because only wins count. Second places don't matter, only wins count. And now I get such a stupid second place, it's... The last jump. And not able to straighten it out. Should be first. But close. I mean, I got it really good. Oh yeah, I'm actually winning the map. But we play over 15 maps. It's a long cup. Yeah, nice. Wait, I didn't win the first map. Oh. I was sure that I overtake. But yeah, Hazard drove in the final in 54 seconds time. 0.7 I think. So he was really fast in this round. Tried everything with his route. So he did a very good job. The thing is that world record was 54.5, so only 2 times faster. My PB was also there, a high 0.5 though. And apparently I would have won. And clearly won, so I would have driven even world record in that final round. But I'm surprised about that this was faster than my other runs. I mean, there were good parts. But when I think of the ice landing, then I thought that this was not so great. Yeah, exactly. The ice landing was really shit. And I thought that did cost me a lot of time. And I thought I would never drive a 54 with that. Wait, almost first? Felt like I fucked it up. Naja, for an ice map I got good points consistent. This should suit me better. Under 15 seconds in the author time is 14.999. Okay. Yeah, I can see dropping early to the street, but it's very awful to do. The thing is, the finish could have also worked. The finish could have triggered there, where I was. I once in the seeding was finishing on the side, and it worked out. Oh. With only this amount of players, also this very low amount of players, where if you crash, you don't really lose that many points compared to when the server is much more full. These first places are super important, and I'm not getting many of those at the moment. There we go. I mean, the last round, I really thought it was good. But then I was only third. As if I try to remember back, why did I not make it to aim? I had a very scuffed landing in the magnet still, I think. I was not directly facing straight the chicane. I had to steer quite a lot, but it was dumb, man. Where to go? Huh? What's this? Aua! You can easily no finish, then the cup is over. No way. Yeah, wow. What is this shit? Third place with exactly 10 seconds. Luckily, the finish time is 15. Yeah, all the no finishers are ripped. This is like really bad. This map is not fitting in this car. My god, I will directly be... My god, why is this transition so not working? Oh, there it works. Interesting. Nyko did the same. He did at the same moment a respawn. In other cups it doesn't matter too much if you have such a map in there, but in this cup it does matter a lot. No further finisher, so Nyko losing now a lot. Yeah, the most important thing is that I finish every round in this map. The position I don't care, it was really just important to finish. Nyko is again in danger of not finishing, and then my gap will be huge. Yeah. This was a super deciding map. Because we have not many players, like if there was a server full of 30 players, then you wouldn't lose that many points maybe, but here it hurts. Fucked it up quite a lot, but it's the second. That's good. However, ShaDenis is overall second place behind me. Nyko left the server after that bad map for him. I mean, started decent in map. Was twice ahead of me on finishing when others didn't. Okay, I have to admit that I was a little bit thinking I might crash this plastic there. It's not really my map, like this bobsleigh X entry is quite difficult to get. Again, only third. But luckily Suzuki denies the bigger points to ShaDenis. Drift is also so blind. I don't know why the view is blocked on this map. Behind ShaDenis again. So he is catching up. To the other players I have a big lead now. But ShaDenis had here a very good map with 3 wins and 1 second place. That brought him now much closer. There's still 220 points between us. It is very difficult to catch up. He probably also had 1 no finish. Yeah, what do you do in the end? How would you find out what is the fastest line now? It's hard to say. Man, ShaDenis again. Also, I got second with that strat. The question is not, did he overtake me because he went for the other strat? Hard to say. Now I think that taking the booster is better. Because 3/10 on this run that I drove... Oh yeah. 3/10 to that run that I drove. I won. Okay. What the fuck? Everything in this round was shit. And I almost missed the finish. And it could have been a no finish then. I mean, okay, 15 seconds finish timer means, because we have under 15 seconds long maps, that you can always restart in the start. Still make it in ZB. I'm not sure if you can slide out in that dirt outside in the wrong moment. In the warm-up I had it the best. But as long as I survive, ShaDenis only 7th, I win 80 points on him. That's good. I risked for once. Yeah, title is wrong, sorry. It's already another cup, but there was no time in between the cups. I left the one cup and joined immediately the next. Oh my god. Why do we get this now? This is the under 15 seconds cup. Moved from Thursday to Wednesday. Scheiße. Oh nein. Obviously someone finishes 700s ahead of me. What the fuck, I almost didn't even make it. God, the finish time was here. Oh no. Oh my god! No, actually, you just go here. Look. No! And ShaDenis with the 250. No. What is this shit map? What the heck? Crashing kinda on purpose in order to find a way down. Yeah, ShaDenis is catching up to me now. I had a good lead, then I crashed the last round on the last map because I had a good lead and I thought, let's do one good round once. And then comes this shit here. ShaDenis will win another round now for sure. Sixth place. Like the line makes sense there, but then I didn't know how to go further. I didn't find it now. Yeah, thanks, Huan. By non-finishing, I just lost like 100 points. Because just finishing gives you that much, because we are not many players. Oh my god. Transition. Oh no. Didn't really get the feeling for these transitions. But now I got. Oh, only third. No. As I was releasing now for the booster, I'm not sure. Maybe that was wrong. The Tom. Hi. Join the Spammy Machi Cup. Oh, it's now happening. I'm in the middle of this. So what is the prize? Is it just merch or is there more? I mean, maybe I'm doing it wrong that I'm releasing. Maybe I should just full speed that. Hard to say. Always these maps where you have like different lines and you cannot really try it out what is the fastest line. I thought because of the freewheel booster makes sense to take. But now I have the feeling I might lose it because I break. Yeah. Oh, that's an important round. ShaDenis only 115 points. Finally I have a bit of a lead again. Yeah, now even 60 points again. You can say on that weird LOL map my cup literally went downhill. Oh. Oh my god. Of course we have to get a risky finish now. What a weird corner. Interesting start. Ja, Mann, I'm too fast. I was easily winning that round, it was such a good start. But I'm too fast for the corner. God, he is only 100 points behind now, that's so dumb. Yeah, I'm losing this round to Susivi because I release. Ahead of ShaDenis at least, but I mean, this is not enough anymore. Like, I need to create a gap again. Because as long as he is so close to me, like, everything can turn around. Obviously. Also I could be fast on this track, but the problem is really the risky finish. And there's of course not much to this map apart from that. So I full speeded this turn, I was feeling very risky. Susivi just making points here. A vibe. Oh. Hmm. And ShaDenis is really trying hard now. This is now, of course, again a risk map. You have to risk the pipe for a very good time. You can probably full speed it. But you don't want to crash it as well, because it's very easy to get like second, third probably in this playing field. Yeah, ShaDenis did fail it now. The problem is he's not losing many points on me. 45 at least. But it would be much more if I would win. Also if I'm not winning, then I won't really create gaps. Only wins will do that. Susuvi is on a roll. My run felt actually good, but I think that I got a gear change right at the jump. Which slowed me down towards the finish, because I felt like I should have jumped way further. Okay, I don't know what Susivi infloated. Those two, yeah. It was not ShaDenis on this map. The problem is, I was not better than ShaDenis, but barely players finished between us, so it is not a big points gap that I gained to him. It's now only 200. Okay, so this looks like a map without some weird stuff at least. That would be helpful. Okay, where do you go? Ah. There were some X's. Oh. Okay, actually, there's not much happening here. Actually, it's not really much happening on this track. I won the round. Okay, I had to release so much that I felt like never ever I win this. Susuvi is losing a lot of points now. He gained so much with all his wins, but it takes one such a round and he loses 120 of his gain points again. There's almost 3 of his rounds from last map basically thrown away. Okay, huge lead and very important ShaDenis with a full crash. Nice. And I am much far ahead, much faster, I wanted to say, and then I switched my sentence to something completely stupid. This is slower now. Yeah, and then I'm immediately third. But they also both threw faster than my last round, okay. Yeah, the whole thing is basically, after the drift, how you keep the grip and how early you steer to the left. It's okay, it's not their time. Second place. But the most important thing, 80 points gained to ShaDenis. So let's pray for some more easy good maps. I don't know what this will be, if it's only plastic or if we actually get wet tires in this one part. Heilige. Yeah, this was a very nice warm-up for me. I feel super ready for this map. I win. And it was so slow. But maybe because it was slow, I had an easy setup for this wall bang in the end. Third only. Also yeah, I'm in the start not sure if you can overjump this one thing, this edge there, or if you have to go right of it. Now I was actually overjumping it, but just barely, and I'm still jumping pretty far right. Hard to say. Because the further right you do, the safer it is that you get this. But it makes this turn more difficult, of course. I think on barely any under 15 seconds cup someone reached that many points than what we do now. But okay, I had a no finished round actually. Too bad I dropped so many players now with a change. Maybe not everyone realized that. Yeah, that was shit. And I'm second. Like, what the fuck, why does Flo win with that time now? I thought, okay, I have to steer a bit earlier to the left so that I angle my car better to the wall. And it was too early, like the water turns your car way too quick. That I'm second with that lap though is surprising. Very surprising. So, this is the next map. Let's hope for something easy. Yeah, nothing can go wrong. The drifts are of course weird, or if it's even drifts. Whatever it is, it's weird. Okay, well, I would like to win some more rounds, to be honest. It's crazy how often I'm only in second or third. But the most important thing here again is that ShaDenis lost many points. I'm fine with Susubi doing well, because he is still far behind. Even though he's doing so well, he's still far behind. But holy shit, I mean, he's actually really getting a lot of first places right now. Always so close as well. Like the last turn was very weird, my one now. This should be enough, yeah, and this time I get him. But it wasn't even faster. It wasn't even faster than my previous run. And look at that, I'm winning 45 points on ShaDenis, because I'm first and he's third. Yeah, the points gap is just so huge there in this region. How am I third? Like, where do I even lose time? No way. Felt like such a good run. Okay. Oh, this is the last map, it seems. I thought we would be on map 14 now. Alright, last map. That means some consistent points scores for myself, and then I'm winning this as well. Just have to make sure that I hit the finishes. Nice. Yeah, this was what I kinda assumed that it will happen at some point. I could have won it by this point already. If I'm over 500 points ahead and only 2 rounds to go. Now I'm not over 500 points in front. But I basically only need to finish. And the checkpoint is right before the finish, so that should be doable. I hope so. GG. It would have been really bad if I also lost this cup now. So we can go full YOLO last round. GG. Also, ShaDenis second place, Susubi third place, then Flo fourth place, Mihalö in fifth, Mary beats Rock, very close fight there, and then 5 points between Call, High and Gogo. Couldn't be closer. So the I just click on it, but I guess that this is already ongoing, right? I see it now here, the spammy of the day. I was wondering if it's his club or in Margie's. That seems to be in spammy. What's wrong? In which club is the mini RPG of the week? Just RPG and dry? Yeah. So what was Hazard's line? Was it just what Beta toasted? You have to let me that, I didn't just copy it then. Yeah, but you see that he's catching up a lot towards the end. And Yannick's did my route now, maybe? Just improved. Because here you can gain a lot on me. In the driving. Directly lands in a slide, okay. Aha, he goes for that line. As I said, I couldn't really decide what's the better one. That's like the one issue with this cup. Because you have, on the server you have absolutely no information if this route or this route is faster, because you don't really have a CP difference. You don't get that. That would be way easier now to compare, basically, if I drive it now. Upsala. Also, we have to look at my distance. .49. Yeah, it's hard to say. So after I shortly publish my video, I wanna check this out now in, first of all, my own VOD, what I did there. I guess I went too far left, huh? Naja, here, so this landing was very dumb. So, naja, it is okay still, but it was not optimal. So yeah, I landed pretty well. Literally. Also, actually, the flip into the magnet, yeah, was actually pretty good. I have a straight line into the chicane. And I take this now tight, because I have so good speed. Yeah, I had often not much speed, and went then very wide here in this magnet, and then I had of course more time to straighten it out. Now I go very tight. So at this point, it looked for a moment. It looked for a moment as if I was straight. But I wasn't. So if we go back a little bit again, and we do this in this. So I go here, I steer left, and I was too late. And here I already saw it coming, that it's close, but my right wheels, they still have the chance, yeah? And it can trigger there. It literally can trigger there. Yeah, that's the annoying thing. It can trigger at that point. So you see, I steer left, 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 left. And now I stop steer. Ach man. Amazing. Yeah, why is that going on? Hä? I wanted to pause it. Naja, with space. So. Just at the very last moment before you jump off here, you get a confirmation how straight you are by this block there. And this looks almost parallel, so it looks actually pretty good. And I'm also in the middle of the track. So I must be really very, very diagonal to get away from the middle and jump to the side. And it does not look bad, so I don't react on this. Yeah, it looks good at this point. And then this moment appears where you can maybe see the bottom line. And then this line here being a little bit like they go off. Here they are closer together, here they are further away. At this point I realize that this is not straight. So now you look, I do a small left steering. Right when I jump off. I realize that and I do a left steer. But it seemingly was too late. Hello, Super Kyochi. And yeah, as I said, I had a run that actually finished there. So I crash now. And now I make surely interface on immediately, right? No, I don't. Now I do. Now I do interface on. So he finishes with his PB. And then I am finishing with 54.46. So yeah, I was ahead and I would have done the world record. And I think that even this last attempt wasn't even that great. I think I lost their time as well. Nah, no, I full speeded. So, I wanted to check out Nualuk. Where do I have him? This really has to be better in Twitch here. Like, how do you find someone? Aua.
Gonna say was in last place, but carrying more speed through that section means overtakes everyone. Hazard going for a wide line, and we've seen this, carries a huge amount of speed up the hill then. I don't know if other people had noticed him overtaking on that plastic, but the issue is it is plastic, and it is so easy then for Hazard to slow down. Artis and Hazard are both going to go for this left way, a safe way round the side, but Artis in particular having to go backwards, missed the checkpoint, and that's cost a lot of time to Artis.
It seems they all do the same line.
Hazard trailing Yannick's to that finish. Artis and Beta Toast are a long way down. Beta was not lucky necessarily to survive that last round, but was a little bit tough. Hazard is going to roll the car and get to that finish. It's just behind the fly, and will get that jump first time of asking. Artis and Beta Toast are still behind, but you have to imagine they're closing in at this point. Hazard into the finish line, 6th place, and Artis was gaining, but it wasn't enough by the finish line. Artis and Beta Toast 7th and 8th place. Whew. It's a stretch of the imagination, but is managing to hold on, just staying consistent. Big question at the top of the broadcast if there was going to be the potential for this kind of format, this multi-route style, to shake things up, and definitely does seem to be the case a little bit. And Zafly is going for a completely different route to everyone else, as is Marius, separating from the group at this point, picking up this checkpoint much earlier than everyone else, and going for a low, slow turnaround onto this plastic. This is a jump that we did kind of see Tunix going for as well. This is where it fell apart for Tunix, but Marius has been safely through. And this is a clean jump over onto the ice. Still a couple of checkpoints left to go for Marius, I believe. This is not his last one. Yeah, it does have to go back for that final checkpoint that everyone else gets as well. So that'll be where the time loss comes through for Marius, and then going for that finish. So it's still quick for Marius. It is still a very fast route potentially as well. We'll see where he does finish. Hazard overtakes by 61 thousandths into the finish, so that's interesting. Marius's route can definitely compete on time with the route that 4 of the other top drivers are taking. Zafly did finish, so Zafly stays alive in 5th place, and the miracle run continues. Yeah, Dobry, it's a weird one, 4 rounds, but equally, I think a quick learn is the only time that you can play a map like this. Otherwise, if this is a competition that you kind of learn for, it seems likely the kind of optimal routes get found out quite quickly. Although, you could still do it, and it would be very exciting to see players potentially bring a different route. I don't know. It's a fun map style, and it is nice to at least try different things every now and then, you know? Here we go, top 5, and as we say, Zafly is the miracle run, and that was Marius, I believe, full crashing somewhere behind us. Or was it Hazard? Someone's full crashed anyway, and it may not have been Marius, who does still seem to be clicking through those checkpoints nicely. So, yeah, I think that was Hazard who just fully crashed on out. As we'll see Uso follow behind the Annex at the moment. The only 2 players on this route at the moment. Hazard also taking this route, but a long way behind them. Zafly safely on his own route, which is unique compared to the other top 5, and Marius, who diverges after the first few turns. Hazard, yeah, just a long way down. Really relying now on someone. Marius improves to 2nd best on the server with an alternate route. So this is interesting. Marius making a late push with a very fast route, and Zafly going to be eliminated. Missed the finish just a couple of times there, and unfortunately that will mean Yannick snipes to get through, and Hazard managed to overtake Yannick as well. Zafly will finish out that last round though, and a top 5 is very impressive. But what a stacked top 4 this is then. Marius, Hazard, and Yannick. It has been a while. Yannick with the chance to maybe catch up to Hazard a little bit, and Hazard with a chance to extend that title as the winningest mini RPG of the week player of all time. And also Uso is still here.
Look at my start.
And I don't want to count any of these 4 players out. Marius, it's so interesting that Marius has what currently looks like the quickest route out of these 4 players, and it takes him through a freewheel block. It's a scary thing to do, is when you're in competitive rounds, go through a freewheel block when maybe you don't have to. But Marius, it's been working. Heading the opposite direction to these players, Yannick has fallen behind Hazard and Uso now, and that could be it for Yannick. if neither player makes a mistake to finish, and that's a big if. This finish is still difficult. Can Yannick's get it cleanly and put the pressure on both of the players in front? Is anyone responding? Do we see anyone nearby? I see Hazard, I see Uso, both going for the jump. Do they get across the line? I think they have both gotten across the line, and Yannick's has over-jumped it anyway. Everyone else has finished. That means Yannick's will be eliminated. 4th place. Pretty good. My bet's on Marius right now. Hazard has asked if Marius can simply share the secrets of their route. Might be a little bit late to start to learn something new on this one. Keep an eye on it now. We head around this turn, and all of a sudden, Marius heads off into the distance. Full end of whichever Fast and the Furious movie that was, where Paul Walker and Vin Diesel just split off on different roads. That's exactly what's happening there. And Marius driving off to the left is therefore Vin Diesel. Hazard trails Uso at the moment, and I think the battle between these two in this round is particularly relevant. Assuming Marius doesn't make any big mistakes, that route does look to be just consistently going a little bit quicker than the others. So the fact that Marius is safe at the moment means that unless Hazard can overtake Uso, this could be it for Hazard. But that's aggressive then from Hazard. Will have more speed than Uso. That was exactly what Hazard needed. They trum in just a little bit behind Marius.
Oh
but
my
Uso had the
God.
better landing, and Hazard looking like the player to be eliminated. Uso missed.
How lucky is he?
And Hazard safely through with that finish, claiming one more life. Uso
What
will get
the
it
fuck?
Second time of asking, but second time is only good enough for 3rd place. Your final is set. It is Marius versus Hazard.
No way, he's so lucky, I can't believe it.
Marius with a chance to win a map in Season 3. Again, I don't believe he has a win in Season 3. I could be wrong. But
I
would
did
mean that
win.
Marius then has at least one win in every season of Mini RPG of the week. And Hazard looking to extend that lead as the player with the most wins. And Marius's time, it looks fast at the moment. It looks like if Marius doesn't make mistakes, liable to be the player to win this time around. Hazard can't afford to fall too far behind on his route. Really needs to start to push. And you can't measure yourself against each other. You don't know if you need to push. You don't know if your opponent has made a mistake. Hazard has made the mistake, I believe. Hazard, I think that's a mistake. I think Hazard has fallen behind. Oh, that's an awkward landing from Marius. He's still going to make it through, but that's a little bit of a time loss. I think they're going to be very close coming into this final section. Marius has much less speed going into this, so let's stay on board with Hazard, who is looking to gain on Marius through this magnet section. Coming through with more speed. I don't think it's enough. I think Marius still finished. Did Marius miss? Marius missed! Marius missed! Oh, he'd done all the hard work. He'd made to the finish, and Hazard snipes the landing. A great time of a 54.7 from Hazard as well. And Marius, at the final trick, will have to settle for 2nd place. Sometimes that's how it goes. Sometimes that is Mini RPG of the week, where it all comes down to the final trick, and from there things just go wrong. But not for Hazard, who has now won and continues to have won more Mini RPG of the week.
Yeah, I can't believe how lucky he is. I didn't even know that in the top 3 round, he was actually also out. I didn't even know that he was also going out there. And then the other, like, how lucky? You can't describe it. The thing is that he was also lucky already in the previous, 2 weeks ago. He was also lucky. I don't know. The thing is that only the wins count. The second places don't matter, and I have a statistic about how many second places I have in Season 2 and Season 3 especially. In both of these seasons I won just one single time of 25 cups. I didn't play all the cups, but now I play them more often. And I only won once in 25. And in the first season I won 5 times within like the first 10 cups that I played. So yeah, it is a bit shit at the moment. And there were so many second places that were easily wins, kinda. He did a good time, of course, but I would have beaten him. I didn't think that my time was so good, that my run was so good, but it would have beaten him. crazy that he was also lucky in the top 3. I mean, okay, in the final, if I miss the finish, I can of course lose against anyone in that case. But yeah, it's just crazy. You just go then a little bit tighter because it's the final and you just don't have anything to aim for so that you know if you're straight or not. And plus, even if you're straight, your car can just miss the finish to behind. Also possible. Could have easily happened to me as well. So the things were extremely random.